I can smell something lovely in my nostrils. And no, it's not my aftershave. It is the lovely food in front of me, which must mean it is the first taste of the week of 2026. It does mean that because Chef Danny Lynch is also in a bigger clue that taste of the week is back. Chef Danny Lynch from Chéile in Barefield is sitting directly across from me in studio. Good morning to you, sir, and Happy New Year.
Good morning and Happy New Year to you too. And your aftershave does smell delicious today.
Oh, thanks very much. I think that's probably just it's mixing with the smell of the food. And today's the 8th of January. I promise today's my cut-off point for saying Happy New Year to people, just in case anyone texts in on that. Speaking of which, Christmas and the New Year's period, how was it for yourself, Danny? Were you off much? Were you working much?
All the way up to Christmas Day, it was pretty much 100 miles an hour and pretty much a bit afterwards. But we've great owners in Chéile, so they close for I think 3 days before the New Year and then 2 days after the New Year. So we're very, very lucky with the ownership model outside. They recognised that the staff needed a break.
Bit of R&R.
Yes, and the 12 pubs was allowed as well.
Oh my word, you really let off the leash. And I mean, from your perspective, it's great to hear that because, like retail, hospitality are those kind of industries that there are very few days off.
Yeah,
because the nature of it, like for a lot of us, you might be winding down coming up to Christmas, but for you guys, be it Christmas parties coming into the restaurant or people just meeting up for Christmas and getting a bite to eat, that things actually ramp up.
Yeah, well, Christmas is a very social time of the year, so it's great for restaurants because it's a massive uptake, so it's really the finishing of a great year for 2025 of Chéile. We'd 2 great Christmas nights with 1 great wine night, and then just breakfast and lunch was so well supported. So we can't but thank the customers for coming in and supporting us and hopefully getting great value for their money, and then we got our own nights out. So all in all, win-win for Team Chéile, really, to be honest with you.
Lovely stuff. And was Santa good to you? Did you get a new apron, new hat, new frying pans or spatulas or anything like that?
I asked for coal and I got coal, so I was very grateful for that in January,
Oh God, you need that, especially over the last few days. Good to hear. And you've been back hard at it because I have, and Danny's great because he doesn't just come out in one plate, there's always more than one. So let's deal with the main course. I have in front of me some salad, some coleslaw, a bed of chips and a massive lump of chicken.
Yes,
Tell us more about this massive lump of chicken.
This chicken goes well back to the 18th century. It's chicken cordon bleu.
I hope you don't mean this particular bit because that'd be fairly well gone off. I'm not going to eat a 200-year-old piece of chicken. It'd be very
chewy,
tough. Yeah.
Very chewy, very chewy. Started in the 18th century, came out of the oven now. It goes back to Champagne society back in the day. Back in the 18th century, back in the north of France, where I suppose cordon bleu translate blue handkerchief, which was how kind of the hierarchy came in the chefs. So the certificate of excellence was when you got the blue handkerchief.
So that was like the culinary version of getting like a black belt in karate or something.
Yeah. Only the best served the best. So cordon bleu was kind of like what was served in Champagne society at the time, and that went into the hierarchy of the kitchens, and from there on it just became a classic through Western Europe, and America really brought it to the core of what it is now.
And you thought this was just going to be Danny telling us how he made this food? No, there's always historical context, which is fantastic. Dare I ask whether this is all in that noggin of yours anyway, or do you just do a lot of preparation before coming in here?
To do great food, you got to know where it came from, and you got to understand the history of dishes.
Good answer. This man, he could be a politician.
No. I learned it from the greats before me, my uncle Liam Ballinger and Pat Whelan, and any previous chef who I have had the pleasure of working under have always saying, if you really want to understand how to get the best out of an ingredient, put your time into understanding what makes it great. And like cordon bleu came from in Switzerland. That's where a lot of the Irish chefs in the 80s and 90s actually went training. They got sent over to Switzerland. My uncle Liam got sent over to Switzerland, I think in 84 for the West County, and it was very much a time of where you'd get a meat and you'd stuff it into a meat.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the Swiss did it with veal and venison. They'd get a meat and they'd stuff it. saving their margins necessarily, and then you'd breadcrumb that and you'd shallow fry it. So it's just it goes to show the classics have stayed around for reasons, you know.
Okay, has that fallen by the wayside? Did you miss out on a lovely trip to Switzerland? I've been there, beautiful country.
I got to go to the beautiful Limerick. I got to go to the beautiful LIT.
Sorry, I'm laughing there. I'm not casting aspersions on Limerick. I'm just saying you probably would have preferred a trip to Switzerland.
I'd have loved it, but
bit of skiing and whatnot.
Thankfully, by the time I went to college, universities and LITs were fantastic, and I got to go to the day release program in LIT under the guidance of Jim O'Mara and Etna Gavigan. So I got my 4 years inside there, and I wouldn't change one bit of it.
Well, it certainly stood to you, that is for sure, and great to get some background on this. So with cordon bleu, is it just what is in this? Is it just chicken inside the coating, the breadcrumbs, or do I detect a hint of cheese in there as well?
So for cordon bleu, you just make a small slit on the top part of the breast. Literally, a small veg knife will do it, and you stuff that with ham and cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, you stuff as much ham and cheese as you want into the core of it. Just make sure you get your knife in deep enough, and make it a small little slit. Then into flour, then egg wash and milk, and then your breadcrumb, and then you just fry it off for a couple of seconds till it's golden brown. And if you don't want to fry it at all, it's going to take about 40 minutes in the oven. So if you don't want to fry it, it's going to take 40 minutes in the oven. But if you fry it for a couple of seconds and then into the oven, it gives you about 30-35 minutes. So it takes a couple of minutes off. And
okay.
And even crisp on the outside.
Do you, and it looks lovely and golden brown, do you have a personal preference for how to do it, frying or putting it in the oven? At
home, I just put it straight to the oven. Give it 40 to 50 minutes in the oven. You can do the house cleaning and stuff while it's in there, you know. When you're in the restaurant,
can Danny's significant other get in touch and tell us, is he actually doing house cleaning and whatnot while the chicken is in the oven?
Don't hang me out. But no, then in restaurants, because you need standard, you know. If you're doing 15 chicken breasts, they all have to be the same colour and stuff. We're going to do them in small batches in the fryer and then into the oven.
Okay. But regardless of what approach you take, it doesn't sound like it takes too long anyway.
No. And then the beauty of this is you can have it just with a salad, just with chips, just with mash, just with veg. It's on tomorrow's special, you know, so...
Okay, so it looks and sounds absolutely delicious, and as I say, plenty of chips and salad and coleslaw there as well. And then, as if that isn't enough, you've provided dessert. What have I got in front of me here for afterwards?
Well, I had Martin in, and I said, Martin, I'm going to Clare FM tomorrow, so I need a cheesecake. So Martin went and obliged
me.
me.
Oh God, that fella again.
Yeah, he said it again. He calls me Danny's Dishes now because of it. But yeah, so literally he stayed back, did a lemon cheesecake for you there, Alan. So, you know, it's good to get you off to start in 2026 well fed, you know.
Thank you to not just Danny, but his colleagues there at Chéile as well. The cheesecake, I think last time we were, was that the 7-Up one?
Yeah, we did the 7-Up one the last time. Yeah,
this is more traditional.
This is to, you know, a nod to the classics as well, you know.
Brilliant stuff. Well, I must say it all looks fantastic, Danny, and I can see that cheese just bubbling out of the cordon bleu, so that's going to be very, very nice. That you mentioned, that's going to be the specials from tomorrow? Tomorrow,
yeah, that's on the special board tomorrow, and we've roast beef today as the special today, so get in and get your food into you, even if you can only afford a soup and a toastie, we have that inside as well.
Brilliant stuff. All right, we will leave it there. Danny, thank you as always. Good to see you again, and bringing the quality grub from 2025 into 2026. I mean the standards, I don't mean he's actually just brought something from last year in here. Danny, thank you very much, and we'll chat to you again soon.